Welcome my friends back to Marvel Snap. Let me share with you the best starter deck to strive for building. It is floating right above my head. Let's break it down. I have started a brand new free-to-play account with full release, so I've been playing through the collection journey, all of these early matchups, getting back into the swing of things, and this deck just sings. It's called a Zoo List. We're using a lot of very cheap one-drops to be able to gain distributed buffs from Ka-Zar and Blue Marvel and just be much more efficient than our opponents. On the one-drop side of things, we have Ant-Man, incredibly efficient if you fill up the location. Elektra to just be one power better than the one-drop that your opponent has played. Can be very nice to be able to swing locations. Nightcrawler gives us the flexibility to be able to get into locations where we can't necessarily play cards directly or where there's a chance that those cards would be destroyed. Raccoon, very efficient if you're able to catch the opponent. If not, it's fine. As you round out your selection of one-drops, you can slot in something else to be able to replace Rocket with. Now, Blade is here to be able to synergize specifically with Strong Guy. If you don't have Strong Guy unlocked yet, you can cut Blade out, but we'll talk card substitutions in a moment. Right now, the energy curve for our entire deck is extremely low. Very easy for us to be able to play out our entire hand and then trigger the Strong Guy bonus of +6 power if the hand is empty, and Blade is here to be able to ensure that, discarding a card on the final turn. Blade also at the 1/3 stat line. It's premium for a one-drop, so I love this little combo when you have a deck that's oriented to be very cheap. Colossus is here, not the most efficient card in terms of energy to power ratio, but he can punch through all the locations that would decrease the power of your cards or potentially look to destroy those cards, so he's giving us a little bit of extra flexibility. Mr. Fantastic is able to have a similar effect to Nightcrawler, reaching over and impacting adjacent locations where you can't necessarily keep on playing cards in. Jess Jones, highly efficient as a 4-drop, bumping up to the 4/8 as long as you don't play again to that same location. Ka-Zar, as we said, is an important engine piece here, buffing up all of our 1-drops. Strong Guy, incredibly efficient at the 4/10 stat line as long as we're able to trigger it, which we are very reliably. And then Iron Man is just king of the starter cards. He's so powerful, I can't leave him at home. Let's dive into battle and see how things play out. So I have the deck list up above. I read all the comments if you want to talk card substitutions or deck optimization. Well, you can talk all things Snap down there. And as I was saying, we have the Strong Guy Blade in hand, but if you don't have Strong Guy, you could be able to cut him out for another 3-drop, looking at something like Wolf's Bane or Ironheart, and then you would cut Blade probably for Hawkeye. Not the ideal turn of events. As you continue your collection level, you're certainly going to be looking to fill in some of these flex slots, but there's definitely options that can still keep the deck's identity of being the Zoo List and gaining efficiency through Ka-Zar and Blue Marvel. If you have Mr. Sinister, that is an excellent card to be able to add in as well. Here we're off to a great start with Mr. Fantastic able to impact Baxter Building, and then Baxter Building will give back as long as we're winning with the distributed 3 power to all the other locations. The first time an opponent has played Morph against us, and then they get Ka-Zar to be able to buff all those squirrels. Are you kidding me? It's incredible. Let's grab the Strong Guy. Do I want to play the Strong Guy or do I want to go right to Ka-Zar? Probably we play right to... Where's the Jess Jones, honestly? Jess Jones would be good on Monster Metropolis. I don't think that we are going to be able to win Asgard to get the extra card draw, but Ka-Zar might be a path to that end. They play White Queen, gaining a copy of the most expensive card in our hand, either Strong Guy or Jessica Jones. Not sure which one they were able to receive. We'll go Jess Jones here and then fill in Ant-Man. Still looking to be able to steer toward Strong Guy and Blade as these final turn plays, whittling the hand size down, getting Strong Guy as a 10 power card for 4 cost. That is almost unbeatable. Okay, Monster Metropolis, and they also have Jess Jones to be able to take the +3 buff right there. And this is coming into the final turn. Well, all we have to do is be able to shore up Asgard, where we have Ant-Man. We'll throw Rocket, because if they're going to have to follow up in some way to be able to surmount us, and then Rocket will be able to gain the buff. Ant-Man's going to gain the buff, and then we'll go Strong Guy Blade. I feel that is stronger play than just going Iron Man directly. Jess Jones will gain the buff, but that's inconsequential. They're winning Monster Metropolis, but we're going to be able to take the other 2 locations. Strong Guy, Fantastic, and Blade. Cut up the Iron Man. Up against the Hulk. Hulk's not enough. Strong Guy able to go toe-to-toe with the big green man.
Victory.
If you guys enjoy the Marvel Snap content, show some love to the video. That's what helps promote this to the rest of the community. And if you have anything in particular you would like to see me test out, then let me know down in the comments. Here, Death's Domain, exact reason why we bring Nightcrawler. We can play Nightcrawler and then move Nightcrawler over to Death's Domain to be able to win that location, unless the opponent has a way to be able to counter us there. But then we're getting pretty deep into things. Mojo World can be a very sneaky opportunity for us here. I want to play the Nightcrawler to swing over to Death's Domain. Do I want to play the Elektra now to kill Ant-Man? Killing Ant-Man is a fairly effective play for us, but if the opponent makes the mistake of playing a 1-drop to Mojo World, we can kill that card with the Elektra and get the guaranteed win at an additional location. I think I'm going to hold out on the Elektra. Opponent snapping, likely because they see that we are fumbling for time. A lot of people like to snap in impatience. They feel like if the opponent is thinking, then you're on a weak track, but don't let that fool you. Ah, they had the Elektra to go into the rocket. But now, they have made the exact mistake that we talked about. Oh, you were able to kick something over with the Iron Fist. Interesting, interesting. Things might not be as cut and dry as we initially suspected. And unfortunately, our energy curve is not playing out beautifully. After turn 4, swap the location, the position of each location. Then I want Nightcrawler to stay. If we're going to be swapping positions, I guess I still hold on to Elektra? I don't know, things are becoming a mess. A full pass on turn 3? Are you telling me that this deck is so powerful that you can play 2 1-drops up until turn 3 and still be able to dial it back? Yes. Yes, it is. Opponent chose Kraven, never before seen, trying to play around with the movement synergies, then kicks Kraven over to Death's Domain. A little elaborate when Starlight Citadel is just going to shuffle the locations anyway, right after this turn. We want to play Strong Guy, and we'll dive right in here. Yeah, we'll dive right into Mojo World. Are we going to be able to whittle the hand size down? I mean, not if we start drawing Just Jones and Ka-Zar, but if we draw our other cheap cards, we still will be able to. They've got the Mr. Fantastic. Now we're actually at Death's Domain on center. Fascinating. Okay. How do we want to begin unraveling this one? Well, Ant-Man is a great start. So is Mr. Fantastic. Let's see. I have to hold the Elektra. Do we want to snap back? They don't really have a way to be able to get back into Death's Domain, and we already have the advantage whether we're scoring the Strong Guy or not. Alright, we'll take him for all the cubes. What do we want to see in the terms of card draw? I'm not sure. Something cheap would mean that we would still be able to actually score the Strong Guy. They've got the White Tiger. Ah, now we need something cheap to be able to get through that Tiger Spirit. What do we draw? What do we draw? We got it. Colossus comes in, Elektra guarantees the win, and then Blade is going to dash the Iron Man, score the Strong Guy, take them for all they're worth. I'm telling you guys, this deck, it sings, it sings. Can it be improved? Yes, as you continue to expand your collection, you're going to be able to add in awesome cards that are going to be a little bit more punchy. But this deck, it works. It climbs right now. They play the America Chavez, much larger in terms of raw power than the force that we were able to put up, but with Mojo World, if you're a single card down, you lose the location with that 100-point swing. And then the efficiency of the Blade and the Strong Guy. How are you going to top that? Victory. Opening up our next round here, let's go ahead and play in the Nightcrawler. The flexibility the Nightcrawler gives is fantastic, and combos beautifully as you get into the collection a little bit deeper, and you're able to find Angela. Oh, there's beautiful things that can happen there. They open Elektra, blank Elektra, just playing for a little bit of tempo. This is fine. We see Lechigilia. If we play here, we will gain the Wrath of the Rocks. We're just going to play Ant-Man and Rocket Raccoon here. We have Ka-Zar in hand to be able to buff up all of these 1-drops. We've got our Blade. Blade is a little bit sticky as a 1-drop. Ah, the opponent has the Angela. Fantastic. Playing against somebody with a powerful collection here. We've got our Elektra. I love to see it. Do I want to go ahead and use the Elektra is the question. Just to kill the opposing Elektra? Feels like a suboptimal option, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. Bless you, babe. We'll be able to play Ka-Zar on the next turn, get the buffs. This gives us rocks in the deck, but the rocks could be buffed by, well, they will be buffed by Ka-Zar. They could be buffed by Blue Marvel as well if we draw into him, so it's actually a deck that can use the rocks, as odd as it. We get the Blade Strong guy again. So good. We need to show Ka-Zar here at Atlantis, otherwise if they're in the lead, they're never going to play to Angela. We have to threaten them a little bit here, and this is certainly threatening. What do we draw? Mr. Fantastic. I would like to play Strong Guy and then hold. You don't always have to play cheap cards just because you have extra energy. Allowing it to take over can put you in a better tactical situation. And that Devil Dinosaur is a huge finisher. Interesting. How do we want to adapt to this? We can score the +6. And then we can have an additional 2 from Mr. Fantastic, 3 from Blade, and 3 from Colossus. Do we think that the shock value carries this? 7, 8, 9, 9 plus 6, 15 points. 15 points taking us up to exactly 22. It's pretty spicy, especially because if the opponent plays a card, then their Devil Dinosaur goes down in strength. I don't think that they are anticipating. Oh, maybe they were? We're able to punch through even the Devil Dino's power. Incredible. Here is the deck list in all of its glory. Incredible deck to be able to carry you through the Pool 1 collection phase, and then into Pool 2 you can start immediately adding on here. You don't have to build a new archetype, you can just find ways to be able to tech up this list, and I could see this carrying us all the way to infinite. If you guys enjoyed the video, show some love to the video. If you have any questions, let me know down in the comments. Stay tuned to the channel for a lot more Marvel Snap content that we have planned. Till next time, thank you guys for watching. Keep on snapping.